Hello class. Hopefully most of you have the opportunity to visit the Unit 1 folder and look through your photo story assignment description. To get I want to go ahead and take a few minutes, I'm sorry, not second, a few minutes to go through the step-by-step instruction of how to create your photo story. Okay, the first thing you will need is to acquire uh, by downloading and installing Media Live Movie Maker that will allow you to create your photo story. You can acquire Movie Maker by clicking on the link windows-movie-maker.org. If you click on that, you can there is a download link for you. Okay. The next step after you've downloaded and install Movie Maker, I'm sorry, I'm skipping a step. If you're using a Mac, you will need to use the iMovie application. Okay, and you can find all the available resource and instruction for that on online. Or if you require uh, a personal video of me going through it, just let me know. I personally do not use the Mac, so I have to wait to uh, go to campus to go use one of the Mac to record the video for you. Or what I can do is I can look through the material and then kind of send you a series of tutorial video that will help you to create your movie. If you're using a Mac, please send me an email or through the course email to let me know, and then I'll be able to assist you. Okay, so the next step after you've downloaded Movie Maker is to prepare your text for your photo story. Please read through the instruction, but essentially what you need to do is find an adjective that is linked to your name, to your first name. Okay, for example, energetic Emma or friendly Fred, and etc. The second one is to look through the list of professional disposition, which is available here in the link to the UHCL website PDF file. Okay. After that, you will need to select 3 out of the 5 disposition prompt that applies to you. Okay. Now set that aside. Then after that, what you want to do is to select one of the example below each of the disposition prompt and write a complete sentence for it. Once you wrote the complete sentence for the disposition prompt example, you will want to write the reason why you select that example. Okay? And after you've gone through repeat the process for all 3 disposition prompt, you want to write a personal note to yourself with a minimum of 3 individual interests, of interesting fact or interesting fact about yourself. Okay. The next step after that is to prepare images for your photo story, and you'll need a minimum of 12 photographs. So remember that you need 12 photographs. If you are not doing this online and you are going to coming to class, I highly recommend you take your time to go ahead and prepare your text and save all the image that is related to your text and bring it to class so that we can work on it in class. Okay. The next part is creating your photo story. Now you can go ahead and read through the step-by-step instruction, but sometimes it's hard to find, for example, like the title and the home page. So I'll pause the video for just a brief second and then I'll bring up Maker so that I can show you what Movie Maker look like. Okay. Now that I've opened Movie Maker, this is what the main menu look like. This is the Home tab, and the main important button that you need to click on is this title button. The second one is to add videos or photos, particularly the photos that you'll be adding. Okay, so let's start by adding the first slide, which is the adjective and your name. Simply click on the title, okay, and then highlight the text and then type in your uh, adjective and name. Okay, let me pause the video for a second now that we have this set up here, just to let you know that I highly recommend, if you have the time to set it up, I would recommend you create a Word document outlining your photo story. So let me show you what that look like. I'll go ahead and open a Word document. So the first one, you'll see that I have the adjective and my name. The next one is the first of the 3 disposition prompt that I've chose. and then after that is the disposition statement that I wrote in complete sentences, and then image or images, I'm sorry, related to the disposition statement above. Okay, and after that is the reason for you to choose the statement above, the disposition statement above, and the images related to that reason. Okay, and you will repeat for the second and third disposition prompt, as well as your personal interests. Personal interest 1, personal interest 2, personal interest 3. The reason why I'm showing you this template, and I will also post this template along with the video, attachment to the video, is that you can simply select the text instead of typing it, and you can go back to Movie Maker and you can just type it in. So it makes it easier for you to go through the process if you're prepared. And once again, if you're intending to do this in class, I highly recommend you create the Word document and the image, and you save it in a file. What I did was I create a folder on my desktop that's called Photo Story. Inside that folder, I have an image folder that store all of the image that I'm going to use. You'll notice I only have 2 instead of 12 because I'm only showing the first part to get you familiar with Movie Maker. Okay, let me pause and go ahead and go back to Movie Maker. Okay, now that we're back in Movie Maker and we've did the first step of creating the first slide or first scene, you do have several options. Okay, so you'll notice right here the screen is blue. That happened to be my very favorite color, and I changed it to that. And the way I changed it to that background color is by clicking on this background color tab up here. The default color that you might be seeing on your computer should be black, but you can change it to any of the color available here. I'll go ahead to change it to green. The next part I want to bring up is the slide effect. So as I click play here, you'll notice my name come up. And right now I am using the zoom in effect. But if you click on the more option here, there is a list of effects that I can use. Okay. Having said that, I do highly recommend that you keep it basic and use just the basic transition or effects to make it easy. Okay. Once you've done edit your first slide or scene, click on home again and repeat the process. So I'll go ahead and repeat the process for my first disposition statement. Again, I'll open up a Word document with the outline, copy my disposition prompt, paste it. First disposition prompt. You will notice that it precedes your adjective and name. So what you want to do is simply click on the disposition prompt with your left click, hold down, move it to the end, and you notice that now if you play the video from beginning to end, it will start with your adjective and name, and then the first professional disposition prompt. Okay. The next step is of course adding in the first sentence. Again, to do that, you click on title. Okay. And once again, I revert to my outline, copy, highlight, and copy the sentence that I've created, and paste it. So you'll notice when I paste, the text is a little bit large. I'll go ahead and reduce the size of the text. Oops, too small. And adjust it by holding my left mouse click and bring it down to the middle. Okay. Once again, you'll notice that it will create it at the end, and I will drag it back. Now you will always see this little line right here. Anytime you click on a new background slide, it will create it before it, title slide. as well as the image. So right now that we've added the first sentence, we want to add a related image. To do that, we click on Add Videos and Photos. Okay. I've already have it pulled up, but you might have to search your computer for it. I'll go ahead and click on the image and click on the Open button. It will bring the image in. So if I quickly go through the video, okay, you will notice that it will transition nicely from all the slide through my first image. Okay, let me pause the video for 1 second so I can complete the first disposition prompt for you. Okay, now that I've created the first complete slide, complete uh, adjective name page, and then the first professional disposition prompt, as well as the to statement, I want to show you what it play out and look like on your screen. Okay, this is just the preview so that you can see. As you can notice, the background tends to change a little bit between the image and the slide. It is at your discretion to change it at any given time you want to kind of separate out the slide if you wish to do that. For the purpose of this quick tutorial, I'll go ahead and pause it here, and then I'll cover the step on how to create a MP4 file so that you can upload the video to uh, YouTube. Okay. The first step that you need to do is, of course, save your project so that you don't lose any content. You can do that by clicking on the Save button, or you can go to File and Save Project. And right now its name is My Movie. I'll change it to My Photo Story and enter to save. Okay. Okay. With the completed video saved, once again for the purpose of demonstration right now, I'm not going to complete the project, but you should be able to use the step that I've showed you to complete your photo story. What you want to do next is after you save the video for your project, you want to go ahead and save the movie. And to do that, you mouse over the Save Movies option. Okay. And remember to save it in your photo story folder because it makes it simpler for you to find later. Okay, remember that you're using the MP4 uh, video file. Okay, and then click Save. Okay, as this step will take some time to complete, I'll go ahead and pause it until the movie's done. Okay, when you completed all of the slides for your photo story, you will notice and save the movie, you'll notice there's an MP4 file. This is what you will need to do to upload your video into YouTube. Okay. And with that, I'm going to stop here. If you require further assistance with uploading the file to YouTube, please let me know. I can create a quick video for you, but you can also browse YouTube for direction on how to upload the video to YouTube. Remember to check it's unlisted if you don't want your video to be shared with the public community in YouTube. And if you have any question, once again, just shoot me an email or contact me via the course email tool, and I will try to get back in touch with you. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm hoping you have a great weekend, and I hope to see you in class soon.